Today's featured advertiser is eXp Realty Natchez.
Just what I need, television appearance.
Yeah, Dad's feeding the fish. Did you whistle at them? Tell them it's time for dinner?
Yes, they've already gotten pretty thoroughly fed already before your approach here.
Before I came in late to dinner, didn't I?
Yeah.
This is their beautiful backyard that they work in tirelessly.
No, we get tired.
No, okay. It's a full-time job though, isn't it?
It is a full-time job. Had I known it was going to be this much maintenance, I never would have planted a lot of these plants.
Sounds like nature back here.
We got frogs over there. Enjoy the beauty.
Some fish coming up for some food. Look at that. Have you named your fish?
No, there for a while. I don't know how many I have now, but there for a while we had about 100 of them. So
Oh, you had 100?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Names. Plus we got at least half a dozen of them that are over a foot long. They're goldfish. Started out as a koi pond until a giant blue heron got all my koi, and so I turned it into a goldfish a lot cheaper.
And you have a foot-long goldfish in here, huh?
Half a dozen of them at least.
Good night.
Well, I made it back to Natchez just in time to accept delivery of the couch that goes in the bedroom. It's beautiful. It's exceptionally beautiful. I got a deal on it even having to pay delivery from New York. But it's here. What am I going to do with it for like 4 months? Kevin is not available to help me move it. So it was me and one delivery guy getting off the van. That was an adventure. And then it's got to go to storage. But I don't have a car here right now that has a hook on it. A trailer hitch. So yeah. So there's that.
Now we got the fountains going. Still don't have the waterfall going though, do you? Where's the waterfall going?
Yeah, the waterfall's around.
I'll have to go up there and show them the waterfall.
See, there's a little one too.
Yeah. Look how beautiful. We'll go show them the waterfall. Oh, yep, there it is. Look at that.
Now here comes the fun. You ready for this? The color, of course it's not true to color because it's the camera. It's olive. So now we have to pick what fabric we're gonna use with it. Obviously this one works. And I really like it. It's got some lilac in it. It's got the Jasper Wear blue. So I like it. This one obviously works. It's got the right tones in it, but I'm not sure that I love it, even though it has butterflies, which are my favorite. I don't know, it feels a little kitcheny because it's got like fruits and pea pods. It does have butterflies and bugs, but it works. This one works beautifully. What do you think, Ted? So that's a really good one too. Hang on. So this is my number one pick. Ooh, Ted. Does this still work? It doesn't have the exact tone in it, but this is very much feeling like a neutral. It doesn't like matchy like these two do, but I think it still works. Let's see. And we have this one, which it would also work. Got this little touch of neutral in there. You know, I love a hydrangea. Nope. It works, but I don't like it. Nope. Like it, but it doesn't work. Let's see. works, but I don't like it. I don't know what that is, but I don't want it on my couches. Say what you will. So, we have these 4 Theophilus Thistle. What do you think, Theophilus Thistle? You like them all? All to scratch up and tear up? YouTube friends, I'm waiting for some acetone to eat some old gunk off of the window. So I thought I would just give a minute to visit with you about a couple of things, about some comments we're getting. And this is coming from a place of love and grace. And so I hope you can extend the same to us. First of all, just a funny one. People either love or hate the fast forward music that we're using. We've been told by the people who love it that some of them have literally made up a dance that they get up and do when the fast forward music comes on. We love that. So if you're one of the people who's commenting that you don't like the fast forward music, just fast forward through the fast forward music. Because if people have made up choreography to it, it is going to stick around. The second one, we're going to ask again that you remember that this is a restoration being done in real time, in the order that restoration is done. A couple of you have commented that you're tired of seeing us working on windows. Can you show us some other projects that we're working on? Here's the truth. We are only working on windows right now, and it's going to be a minute before we're working on anything other than windows. That's why we're showing you what Eddie's doing, Big Eddie, Little Eddie, trying to show you what some other guys around are doing, but we are working on windows. The reason we're working on windows is A, we're restoring them in a historically appropriate way, fully, so they'll be functional. But B, we've got to get these windows restored and finished up so we can get the drywall going. The house has to be in the dry. It has to be closed so we can get the drywall up. So it is imperative that we get these done. It is a much bigger project than probably anybody ever anticipated because we are, again, having to undo years and years and years and years of things that we would prefer would not have been done. Like coats and coats of paint and bad repairs, poor window systems, and we're having to deal with the fact that there was a fire. So it's a twofold restoration situation that we're dealing with. So if you don't want to watch window restoration, maybe just stick around for the fun interactions between Kevin and I, or my mom and myself, and see what other fun we're having. But we're gonna be on windows for a minute. But we love you and we appreciate you being here. So this is my first completed Kintsugi panel. Am I thrilled? No. Because this one, the way the break is, with it being this, the way it's broken, to make sure it's structurally sound where it can hang out in the window for another 100 years, I had to really make these lines thick with the epoxy. So I'm hoping in these next couple, I can give it a thinner, more delicate look. I also have to try to remember that this is going to be viewed from a distance as a whole, kind of as an artwork installation rather than just like one panel laying on my dining room table. I get so weirded out by like the little tiny, like if you get real close to it, it's lumpy, but I'm like, nobody's ever going to be that close. That's the epoxy. So anyway, wish me luck.
This is my beautiful mama, and she's going to show me her travel books. She does a book every time they take a vacation, which is 4 or 5 times a year, right?
No.
3 or 4, 2 or 3?
Maybe 3 at the most.
So she's going to show me her latest cruise, which is what we do every time. And then I get to live vicariously through her.
Which is to where?
Where's
This
this one?
one is to Lisbon. Well, we start out in Lisbon. And then we have 3 stops in northern Spain and 3 stops in France and Belgium and
Well, let's just
Germany.
say your passport is full of stamps, huh?
I don't have any stamps, but I have pictures.
Okay, on to piece number 2. You can see this one just has this, you can see it. Here, I'll turn it this way. This break that runs like this. So the first thing I'm doing is trying to remove all of the excess epoxy that squeezed out of the crack when I glued it back together. I think that was part of the problem with the first one. See, we have these big edges of epoxy that squished out. So first things first is we're gonna try to get that all off the edge, which is incredibly hard to do when you're working with a clear substance coming off of a clear substance. So I'm just taking my razor blade and working the crack on both sides. I may go back and redo that first one. I'm not loving it, because I really envision these kintsugi lines as these very thin little lines. I have to do it front and back because we don't want epoxy showing through. The first one I did the gold leaf on the front and the back. I don't think I'm gonna do that on the remaining pieces. First of all, it's a huge waste of gold leaf. I am using 24 karat gold. I know, overkill, maybe, but I keep reminding myself, A, that this is our forever home, and B, when the home is finished, it is a very important home and it is a very valuable home. So, you know, with those two things in mind, I don't think we need to be settling for good enough on anything, right? So, I'm gonna get this all cleaned off. It's looking pretty good. I'm using the sunlight to kind of be able to see where there's still a lot of paint residue left on here. I'm gonna have to go over it with my razor blade once I'm done with the kintsugi. Really get all the paint off. These were the victims of overspray. I know, imagine that, by one of our workmen. So it's gonna be a job. I thought that acetone would take it off, but it looks like it's actually gonna have to be scratched off. That's really clean. Now I have to decide which one I want to be the inside and which one I want to be the outside. This side has a little divot right here that I'm probably going to want to fill with kintsugi. So we're going to make this the inside. Let me show you how this goes. So it's really, this is the most time consuming part of the process right here. This is your gold sizing. So this is your gold glue. And you're gonna take your sizing, I should have shaken it up. There are different kinds of gold sizing, lots of different kinds of gold sizing. This is one that my friend who's in art conservation sent me, and she was like, hey, this is good enough for what you're doing. And you just run your sizing along where you want your gold to stick. And anywhere you don't want your gold to stick, don't put your sizing. Like right there, look, I got it too thick already. Because I want this to be a super thin little line. Here's my divot. I'm gonna go ahead and put sizing all in this divot. Fill that in with gold. And I can't even really see how much I'm laying down, unfortunately. But I'm just following my break. That noise in the background, that's my little tanky dog. For those of you who've been so worried about the little dogs, I did go back to Arkansas this week, and I did bring the babies back with me. Problem is, Tanky was out of his collapsing trachea medicine, and I thought, well, I'll just get it in Natchez. Guess what? Get to Natchez, the vet doesn't have it, he's out of stock. He called it into every Walgreens in Natchez. They're all out of stock. So luckily Kevin's in Conway and he's going to go to our vet and pick some up and bring it back for me. So he's going to have to be without his medicine for 2 days, which is just killing me. So this is what will make our glue stick, our gold stick to the glass. The problem is it's got to sit for 25 minutes to get tacky before we put our glue on it or our gold on it, or the gold just kind of like mixes with the sizing. It gets really gross. Get a little extra. I watch these guys who do this for a living and have been doing it for, 50 years or whatever. And the steadiness of hand that they have is mind-blowing. Okay, we're gonna let it sit for 25 minutes and come back and we'll put our gold on. Okay, let's lay down some gold. I have cut my gold leaf into very, very, very thin strips. Again, I am not a professional gold leaf applicator. So I'm sure there are going to be professional gold leaf applicators out there that are cringing when they watch me do this. This is my burnishing brush. You'll need that. And I'm going to start by just taking one piece of leaf. I'm gonna lay it right on that line. Now this is the thing about gold leaf. You have to work some there's absolutely no breeze. So I don't have a fan going, the air conditioner's not on in here, it's toasty. Because gold leaf will absolutely up and blow itself away. It's riveting, I know. Now, I need to get this off my finger. Gold leaf sticks with static electricity. I'm gonna take my brush, rub it on my hair. That pulls, the static pulls it right off the brush. Right there. All right. Everybody cross your fingers that this burnishes well. So we did somehow manage to end up with a couple little places of either sizing. Oh, I bet I know what I did. I put, stupid me, I put another piece of glass on top of this while the sizing was drying. So I smeared the sizing. I think had I not smeared the sizing, I'd be really happy with this. So let's just use a little bit of acetone. I'm gonna take off where the sizing smeared. Poor Tanky, he needs his medicine and nobody has it. Daddy's got to bring it. But I'm trying to be careful with my acetone and get it just on the places I want to remove, not the places that I want to stay, because if you get it on your gold, it'll discolor your gold. Why is everything harder than you think it's going to be? I don't know why I thought this was going to be easy. Not bad. Probably much closer to what I'd envisioned, with just that little lightning flash of gold. Better put my gold back in my little gold bag before it gets all messed up. Y'all, you don't even know how hard gold leaf is to handle properly. I am gonna use this little bit right here though. Put that up, put it right there. Did I tell you this is called burnishing? So, more or less, this is what we have. Oop, I see a spot right here I need to fix. But I can do it. We'll get those lines all straightened up, have them looking pretty. And then we'll put it back in our window. And we've saved a 200-year-old piece of glass. Ta-da!
I'm Tammy Pack.
I'm Jason Ball.
I'm Marla Tobin.
And we're eXp Realty, Natchez, Mississippi.
Why buy Natchez? We have beautiful, affordable homes, gorgeous cottages like the one we're in today.
With an average sold square foot price of just over half the national average.
Natchez has small town southern charm.
And front porch vibes.
Our Restoration Nation, are you looking for a project?
Well, the state of Mississippi offers historic tax credits.
And it doesn't even have to be on a commercial building. It can be your personal residence. Wes and I just got our check.
Why buy Natchez?
It's the oldest city.
On the highest bluff?
On the mightiest river in America.
If you want to see all the beautiful listings in Natchez, follow us on Facebook.
Best drive of the day.
Here we go.
Shot.
Here we go. Oh man, I thought I was there. I thought I was there.
Jerry Berry.
Hey, here we are playing golf.
Here we are playing
Who
golf.
invented this sport anyway?
It's tough. I
Did you ever
know.
see?
It's a nightmare.
Here we go. Oh baby, oh baby.
Look at that. Nice shot.
Oh yeah.
That worked out. Yeah, made it through. All right, we teed off from almost the same spot. We're about to see who got first off the tee. I think you may have me. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you don't think I beat you on the drive?
You might have. Still got that muscle. Let's go see whose is whose. Is this yours, Dave?
That's me.
All right, let's go look. There are our balls right next to each other. Go on up there, Dave.
Both of those?
Yeah, yeah, those are our balls. So which one you think is yours and which one you think is mine? I think that's yours right here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, I did outdrive you
Yeah, but whose ball we
by
taking?
about a yard.
Whose ball we taking?
But we're gonna use your ball because it's straighter on. Shoot!
Oh, you think so?
Old man still got it.
Oh, there's a chance. We need to get you on film on every one of these shots, man.
And of course, more rain. This may actually be a tropical storm named Dexter. I don't know. Has it hit yet? If not, it's coming, but more rain.